All right, so putting it in drive is very simple. We just go all the way back to B, or D, I should say, and let's take it out for a ride. Now, like I mentioned, this model right here features a 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder producing 149 horsepower and 146 pound-feet of torque. All that power is sent through a CVT transmission to only the front wheels. You cannot get an all-wheel drive version of this vehicle. Now today for the test driving route, we are going to be driving around here inside the dealership. I do not have a plate, so I'd rather not go on the road. So let's go ahead and see how it feels. But so far, really good acceleration from this 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. It almost feels like a turbocharged engine. Although it's not a turbocharged engine, it's very responsive, and I really like the way that it feels. The brakes feel fantastic as well. Really good acceleration. And that's just in normal mode. Imagine what it's going to feel like when it comes to actually driving it with the sport mode. The sport mode will change the transmission mapping as well as the throttle mapping. So over here we can go ahead and give it a little bit of gas. I mean, it's a CVT transmission. What are you going to expect? It's going to make that whirling kind of noise. It does make simulated 8 gears. So that is something to keep in mind when you are looking at this vehicle, but it's actually really good. The response time of the throttle to the engine, there's no lag whatsoever. So that's one benefit of having a non-turbocharged engine. You're not going to have that whatsoever. I'm going to put it really quick into sport mode and let's see how this car drives with it. Let's see, actually, let's get out of the way of this Hyundai. Go. Very responsive with the transmission as well. I'm very pleased with the way that this vehicle feels. The turning radius is very sharp, responsive. Like you turn the wheel and immediately actually turns the actual front wheels. With a lot of modern cars, when you turn the wheel, it doesn't do it as quickly. With this vehicle, you will actually find that. I really like that. Come to a complete stop. Really good brakes. Love the way that feels. Sporty driving. Look at that turn in. Wow. Very, very good vehicle all in all. And a really nice thing to see is that we have an eco button in this model. So that's going to really help out whenever you are in, driving conditions as in like the highway. I recommend using eco mode only whenever you're on the highway. The reason why I state that is because when you're going at a constant rate of speed, what's going to happen is that you're always going to be at a better fuel efficiency for the engine itself. So I always recommend putting it on eco when you ever are driving it on a day-to-day basis. And like I said, you can achieve 32 mpg combined, but I've seen people actually achieve better with this model on the highway. Now on a full tank of gas, I saw roughly around 404 miles per gallon, or not 404 miles per gallon, but 404 miles until empty, which I really like to see. Let's go ahead and test out the turning radius of this. So go ahead and open it up. Not too bad. If the vehicle wasn't there, I'd probably still be able to go ahead and actually turn it a little bit more. But for a front-wheel drive vehicle, that is actually very, very nice to see. Now, when it comes to the tech of this vehicle, like I mentioned, it's actually very responsive, very quick to every kind of response that you're doing. And the digital gauge cluster is actually quick as well, which you don't see. Usually they make the main infotainment quicker for the user, but they made the digital gauge cluster quicker in response to each kind of menu you are actually adjusting into. And I have to give props to Nissan because when you look at the competition space, especially the Honda Civic has a lackluster digital gauge cluster. Same thing with their infotainment. That's where the Nissan beats it out, because you have all this tech that's giving it to you for a very reasonable price. You know, this one's listed around $26,000 for what I'm driving today. And I think that's a very reasonable price, especially in the competition field that we are in right now and how expensive cars have been getting lately. Nissan's actually been making adjustments, been making improvements to all of their vehicles coming forward. You know, we have a lot of new cars coming out with the Nissan Rogue e-Power, which I can't wait to get my hands on to drive. I can't wait to drive that system with the dual electric motor with the gas generator underneath the hood to see how that actually feels and drives. But man, I am actually very, very impressed with what Nissan has done with the all-new Sentra. I think that they've nailed it when it comes to the characteristics, the driving ability. Maneuverability is actually a huge thing, especially when you live here in Miami, where we have such tight roads. As you see, even the parking lots here at dealerships, they're pretty tight, and you could still be able to maneuver around certain sections and with ease too. This feels great, man. Wow, I'm very impressed with this new Sentra. All right. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, how do I feel about the all-new Sentra? Well, I am actually very impressed with the transmission, the engine, the power delivery of this engine. Although it is only 149 horsepower, it can get you to and from with ease. I just think it's a really well-calibrated engine compared to what we've seen in the competition space. When you look at other cars like the K4 with its naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, it's not as well. Many of the other cars, same thing with the Civic, it's not that well when it comes to power delivery. I think Nissan really did nail it out of the park, and especially when it comes to the overall styling for this model. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give a huge shout out to Palmetto57 Nissan for allowing me to film this vehicle. If you guys are interested in purchasing this Nissan Sentra or any other vehicles, make sure to go ahead and contact Alberto and he will be able to assist you. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.